You've been an integral part of the development of the Marakai, the Rongo, and a whole lot of stuff into a whole new space for the Huarokianga, Jess.
This is, I've been doing that mahi for about 2 years now, and it's the vision of the taumata rongoa through the huipere, through Hauora and really it's a vision of Matua Hone Taimona and the others there to create a space of wellness surrounding and within the hospital. So it's a project that's complementary to the other rongoa that goes in, that's going on inside in the marae, miri and making panipani and what they're doing inside. Aye.
Tēnā pia, I know the concept of the Mara is not a new concept. Back in the day when the person who was inspired to actually get the hospital together, they used to have their own Mara. They used to have their own Mara at the hospital, and so that is part of looking at getting back in the space of providing fresh kai to our whananga at the hospital.
I mean it's I think everybody used to grow their own kai, and so it was a normal thing to do up at the hospital. And right from the beginning, I think Dr. Smith was encouraging people to, throw out the fruit seeds and everything and grow kai along the roads, the fruit. And there's some very old fruit trees still remaining there, the citrus trees. And I hear stories about how there used to be an orchard and Mara kai, and the women who are waiting to give birth would go down and pick fruit and bottle them up and so on. So there is a tradition there that fell away, and so we're bringing back that growing good organic kai and healthy kai, not only for the hospital kitchen and the patients, but also we send out kai through our kai manaakitanga, our social workers, and through the whare awhina. So whānau in need, there are so many whānau in need. So now, bit by bit, we're increasing access really to good kai for people in need, and also providing a space for people to learn how to do it for themselves. It's about resilience really as part of this project.
That's awesome, Jessie. I'm just wondering, like it seems like it's like an integral part of the community, and it's just taking on a bit more of to our Māori values. Is just utilising the space for collecting the kai. I like that well-being, the well-being thoughts of not just producing the kai, but collecting and also planting. That can all be part of wellbeing too. What's your is that what the feedback that you have been given from the people?
I mean, I get a lot of really positive feedback, and I should say that a lot of what we're doing too, it's not just about the marakai and our food forest and growing fruit trees. We're really planting the ngahere back on the whenua as well, and of course, I'm a beginner in rongoa Māori, but so many plants, just about every native plant that we're putting back has a rongoa use as well, and so that's one of the visions for the taumata rongoa, is to have healthy rongoa rākau resources right there on the hospital. So yeah, the feedback, I mean, it's that whole vision of wellness, isn't it? It's he whare tapawha, and being involved in whatever way, even walking around and seeing the nature being brought back into that hospital space, which not traditionally, but currently a lot of hospital spaces are quite lawns and very small sort of decorative gardens. So we're changing that back to to something more connected with nature, I think.
Yeah, it's really good to see the connection to the community as well, Jess, and the people who come along and support. I know you have like the various wānanga throughout the year, and so you hook in local people to support, but also with local knowledge to share that with others as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big part of it. Just ensuring that knowledge is retained and shared about growing kai and rongoa, of course. So my side of it's more, I'm more knowledgeable about the growing of kai, and then by Faith and the others up in the marae making the rongoa and so on. So yeah, it's really about sharing that knowledge and ensuring that as hokianga we can grow our knowledge and ensure that we can have our own like strengthen our resilience and growing our own kai. As we've seen, I think people are increasingly seeing the importance of actually growing your own kai and having more self-sufficiency and so on in emergencies, but in everyday life as well. And so we are doing workshops. We're going to have some up-and-coming workshops around seed saving, and so that's really really getting into sharing how to save your own seeds, how to then grow them on into your own vegetable or fruit plants or native plants, and then providing for yourself, your whānau, and sharing that out. So, we have compost making and other sort of related wānanga as well.